Getting cold feet?
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
You call, I answer.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? What are these fighters thinking now? Both sides looking for an opening. Who's it gonna be? Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Both fighters have no meter. Who's going to make the first move? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Denies the low heavy. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. They block the overhead, and both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Anything could happen here. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Hits him with a stopping body. Both fighters are looking to impress with this super. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. Going in? Player 1 drops him to half, closing the gap. Burnout activates. Knockdown on super hard. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough? Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive breaks through with a throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs them. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Goes for the throw. What is he thinking here? An aggressive attack. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Life lead opens up. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Sumo Spirit! Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits them with a vagabond edge. This fight is just under Oicho. Takes a trip. Going on the offensive? Jumps up, hits them with a stopping box. Experiencing burnout. Looking to impress with this super. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 2 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table, reads their mind and texts a throw. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Life lead opens up. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. A quick breather. Player 1 can't afford KO! Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over. Goes for the level 1 super. Going in? Now, can they finish the job? Looking for a chance. Goes for the jump in. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta need experience in burnout. It's a good spot to use the super. Ooh, Bushin Scramble's gonna leave them hurting. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking KOs. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Hits them with a vagabond edge. Jumps, crowns them from above. Looking for a hole, drops that off. Sees the overhead coming. Player 2 taps him on the toe. Vagabond forever elevators. Okay, here we go. Shoots their shot. Punish counter on the action. This is a bad situation to be in. Amazing. And eats it. Closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Blocks the impact. This may be it. Can't tech the throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Chasing them down, peppering them with hits and throws is the way to get them in the corner. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. They can't keep track of these corner switches. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 can't afford mistake. This stun might mean the end of this round. KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Hits them with a stop and bop. They hit each other. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Confirms the Bushin Ninja Star silence. The damage and attack boost off this will really tip things in their favor. Both fighters delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 chips them for the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who's going to steal this win? Charges forward. Player with excellent block. This may turn into a big chance. Oh, this will break them. What now? Absolutely relentless. No lapse in judgment goes unpunished. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Can't tech the throw. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. That overhead was a bit obvious. There's a punish counter. This can lead to some brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Heading into the end game now. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sumo Spirit! They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Hits them with a Vagabond Edge. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Big throws. Still scrapping for control of the space. Sneaks in the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Spirits are lifted. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. The low. A quick breather. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Going wild with the throws in the corner. Plenty of health. Bulking. Nothing stops this train. Turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Switch sides. Here comes the corner pressure. The jump in is denied. Oh my god, they just chunked it up. Turns out. The low kick hits. Crowns him from above flatline zone. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage on them. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Trips him up. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Blocks the jump in. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? The super armor does its job. Solid combo. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Goes for the level 1 super. Both fighters planning something? Player 1, he finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Down to the wire. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Start the tune, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. Player 1 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? A quick breather. Player 2 with flawless round. They got him so quick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like the charge is forward. Oh, the throw connects. Butt smash. Overhead, but it won't work. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. It's back with the drive attack on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Sees the overhead coming. The overhead denied. Player connects with the throw. Vagabond Edge connects. Drops them. Oh my god, they just chunked it up. What's next? Turns out. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Ugh, they're just gonna go. It is over. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. A trade, but they're not worried. Anything off the smash? Gets the knockdown, and now uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Takes a trip. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Holds out with a block. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Hits him with a vagabond edge. Super clutch corner switch. Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. Player 2 will need to play it conservative, experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. The super doesn't hit. A quick breather. Ocho! Player 1 will look to apply. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. That's the start. They're not taking any chances. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Burnout activates. Hits him with a vagabond. Drops him hard. Low heavy, but no go. Overhead, but it won't work. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Expect to see some fancy stuff as we're near the end. All the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. Vagabond edge connects. The jump in is denied. Are they going to be able to come back and stack victory from the turning it right up with a super Bushin round? Yo, I saw it. That final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Vagabond and sends them flying. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Goes for the command grab. All right, what's coming up next? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Solid combo. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Good old slaps. This goes for the super up. Comes crashing down on them with the Bushin beat. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, hits them with a stop and bar. Vagabond and sends them flying. That combo did decent damage. Grabs and throws them away. Knockdown and full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Getting up close and personal. Stops for the critical art. Get ready, because it's time for the final bout. Cashes out the meter to get a ringside seat. Almost no drive gauge left. Knocked them out of the air. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Break through with the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Oh, talk about overextending. Still slugging it out here. The grab misses. Takes a trip. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? This is gonna be bad news. Vagabond and sends a block. It's a good spot to use the super. Bushin Scramble's gonna leave them hurt. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Hits them with a vagabond edge. That's a counter. Still slugging it out at this range. Connects with medium kick. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Changing up the beat with the hidden connects with the throw.
They were waiting for it. Tricky hidden variable. Carries them all the way to the corner and
Uses that roll pressure. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Hits him with a stop and bop. Did well to get the buff in there. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the throw. What are they thinking here? Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Can't tech the throw. That drive impact is blocked. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Jumps in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Player experiencing burnout. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown and... Butt smash! Both fighters have a full super meter. Looking to impress with this super. Still alive? Still alive? Still in it with a sliver!
no critical art now. Punish counter finish.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps? Butt smash! Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Ooh, brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters desperately want leader here. Resource management is the key to winning.
Goes out of sight.
There's the drive impact. Sticks out a kick. Slaps him. This is the time to believe in your ability. Overhead, but it won't work. Knocked him out of the air. Ooh, what a smart blow.
Fights back with authority.
This is gonna hurt.
Vagabond Edge connects.
Grabs him.
Ugh, take a seat.
There's a burnout. Are you kidding me? Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle.
Talk about a show. That match had it all.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Charges forward. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Was looking for that jump attack. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Holds out with the block. Butt smash! Connects with medium kick. Okay, they trade hits. What'll happen here? Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Hits him with a Vagabond Edge.
Vagabond Edge connects.
Knockdown and flatlines him. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? The super armor does its job. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The jump in catches them. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Goes for the super art. Bushin beats assaults them from the air. Oh, comes crashing down on them with some Bushin beats. Knockdown and nearing the end. We're KO. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Hook smash. Brushes that off and keeps going. Good old slaps. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. That's a counter. Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown and... What's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Throws them. Big throws.
Carries them all the way, goes out of them.
KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Backdash to start. You're not taking any chances. Checks with a medium kick. Sumo spirit. Player 1 out, goes close scuffle. And now they gotta have a plan for the next round.
Bushin Ninja Star Strike! This is how the Bushin Ryu roll! Super! That's what we want to see!
Impact squash. Player 1 has the switch.
Cross that off!
Player 1 is in a very good spot. Reads the jump in perfectly. This can lead to some big damage. Both sides hugs nothing but air. Ooh, what a smart flow. Player 1 still has a chance.
Tricky hidden variable!
Closes it out. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle.
Talk about a show! That match had it all!
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Changing up the beat with the hidden hits them with a stop and pop. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Neither of them willing to back off here. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Knockdown. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Forcefully closes the gap. Well-timed corner switch.
Vagabond and sends them flying!
Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Very slick with the combo. Hits them with the Vagabond edge. Super Arts on deck for experiencing burnout. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. No question whether this Super Art is going to kill him. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep the pressure on and do some damage. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Throws them down. All right. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Oh! They can open up this round big by converting this punishment. decides to add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. All right, what's coming up next? Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. Player 1 chases them down. Knockdown. In a dire experiencing burnout, intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Gets them with the anti-air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. KO!
Final round. Fight!
The last round hits him with a stop and bop. Jump. Spirit's arm goes out of sight. Still scrapping for control of the space. Oh, what's this?
Hit that with confidence.
Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Throws them. Amazing. They were waiting for it. In with the crosser. They've got about half life left. Okay.
Oh, yo, raw super here.
Both absolutely refusing to give up.
More fuel to the fire. Hook them up.
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 comes out on top with a fierce battle.
Talk about a show. That match had it all.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Does not want to get stuck in the corner. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here.
Hits them with a vagabond edge.
KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Hits them with a stop and bop.
They hit each other. Spirits are lifted. Dashes up. Changing up the beat with a hidden variable. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter.
Underhand slap.
Gets the KO. We're tied up at 1 round each. Do these two have anything up their sleeves for the final round?
Get powered up.
It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. This unleashes some big damage.
Oh,
Player 1,
nothing stops this train.
ooh, you never know what can happen here.
100 hands. More fuel to the fire. Hook them up.
Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. What are these fighters thinking now? Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Takes a trip. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player, this is gonna be bad news. The drive impact. Very slick with the combo. He hits him with a vagabond edge. Cross up. Shows a medium kick. Doing some quick planning. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Player 2 is dominating this match. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the KO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.